even an accusation. When you get right now, what are they alleging? That Trump campaign people talked to Russians during the campaign. Yeah, and did what? Well, it doesn't matter what they did. That's improper. You can't do it. But what was the outcome? What resulted from these so-called conversations? Which there's no evidence that happened either. The only evidence that somebody in Trump talked to the Russians is Flynn last December, Michael Flynn. There isn't any evidence of any of this. Yet the stories keep being published and updated with more unnamed sources, claiming more speculation and conclusion. And every one of these new stories, because they have to say buried deep, no evidence yet has been produced. But all that means is the smart people are on the case, and they're going to find it. They're going to find the evidence. They haven't found it yet, but it's there. This is what is being reported. But the allegation doesn't even specify anything. You know why? Because they can't. There is no way, this is my point to Chris Wallace, there is no way the Russians could have determined the outcome of voting. It doesn't. It's impossible. Particularly when we have an election determined by the Electoral College. This is specious. This is absurd. It is preposterous. And yet it lives every day. And its purpose is to raise doubts in as many people's minds as possible that Trump is indeed a fraud. That he is the result of cheating, that the Russians, the evil empire, they wanted Trump. That's bad enough. What do the Russians like about Trump? Oh my God, we're supposed to be scared of that. And every time I see him bring it up, folks, I'm going to beat it back. And it's been up there a full day today. It was partially mentioned yesterday, a lot last week, because remember, this story is what justifies or permits or explains all of this anti-Trumpism you see out there. Because if you look, Trump, some of the things he's actually doing and proposing, they're not in any way outrageous to the point of creating this kind of reaction to them. I'm talking about on the merits and the substance of some of his proposals and ideas. So this is clearly rooted in the inability of the left, of the Democrats, to accept that they've lost, and it's clear that they don't have any ability to understand why. They didn't just lose this election. They have been losing elections in droves since 2010. And in their world, it's never them. Never. It is a dangerous bunch of people in terms of how delusional they are. They're especially dangerous because of the entitlement they think they have to power, that it is theirs by birthright. And anybody, Trump, Romney, George W. Bush, you name it, they're all placeholders and frauds and have no business being there. Now, I have one more. Adam Schiff. Let's go to a Democrat on this. Adam Schiff is a Democrat in California. He's the ranking member, which means the Democrats are the minority on the committee, but he's in charge of the Democrats. He's their leader on that committee, so that's why they call him the ranking member. He held a press conference yesterday afternoon on Capitol Hill.
I just want to make something clear, and that is the committee has reached no conclusion on whether the Trump campaign colluded with Russia, Russian officials, or any Russian contacts, nor could we. We have called no witnesses thus far. We've obtained no documents on any counterintelligence investigation, and we have yet to receive any testimony from the FBI on the investigation of potential links between the Trump campaign and Russia. So we're not in a position to reach any conclusions about that.
There wasn't any collusion. Believe me, you got enough Obamaites in there leaking like sieves. If there was collusion, we would know about it. If there had been anything unethical or illegal, I guarantee you we'd know about it.